Here are 5 reasons why rebellion will set you free. Number 5, it will help you find your authenticity despite the constant and relentless pull of the crowd. Let me tell you the incident that prompted me to make this video. Around 3 weeks ago, I was at a gathering for Ganpati festival, and the conversation took a turn to how people in the East are not as depressed as people in the West are. Primarily because a sense of community is valued a lot here and people celebrate festivals together. I kind of do agree to that, but there's a huge drawback to that as well. Because of the close-knitted communities and joint families, the herd mentality in the East is like an unseen and unnoticed plague. Everyone blindly does and follows what their parents were doing, who just blindly followed what their parents were doing, and this keeps going on for generations. No one stops and questions with the slightest of awareness the logic and reason behind what people are doing. Pure sheep stuff. A wise girl once told me it's impossible for you to fit in with the crowd 100% because each and every one has a different genetic code, and if you live authentically, you effortlessly stand out. Number 4, it brings up buried stuff that you never knew existed. I believe that you cannot become more authentic. Authenticity is something that must be uncovered. And when you start rebelling, the emotional blocks to authenticity come up to the surface for you to understand and release them. For the past half a decade, I've been interacting with random strangers and I have embarrassed myself in ways you cannot even think of. But because of that, the emotions I never thought were in there came up that I then processed and got comfortable with. I believe it would have taken me at least 5 more years to reach where I'm at right now if I hadn't made a fool out of myself and just went with the meditation and introspection route. Number 3, it makes you courageous. Courage, I believe, is not the absence of fear, but taking action despite of it. I am fucking petrified right now. But doing this makes me more capable of dealing with my fears in the future instead of living an unfulfilled life because I was too much of a coward to face them. In fact, Grant Cardone goes to the extent of saying that if you want to succeed in life, treat fear like a green light that signals you exactly what to do, which is the very thing that evokes the fear. And that requires courage. Rebellion, even tiny acts of rebellion, acts as a bicep curl for our courage muscles. Number 2, it will cure your perfectionism. The need for approval is one of the major forms and cause of perfectionism. And the best way to overcome that is something called rebellion practice. I read about it in the book, How to Be an Imperfectionist. You don't have to break the law or annoy anyone to be a rebel. Rebellion practice includes harmless things like saying hi to strangers. Excuse me. Hi. Hi. Just saying hi. Singing in public. ऐसी उलझी नजर उनसे हटती नहीं, कांटों से रेशमी डोर कटती नहीं. Lying down on the floor in public. Superman pose in public. You'll benefit from regularly doing the activity that made you the most uncomfortable, even just watching this. These are absolutely harmless things you can do, which will certainly get you judged by people around and go against the unstated rules of society of being a certain way in public. This entire video is a rebellion practice in itself. And number 1, you'll finally feel alive. Have you ever talked to the person you wanted so badly to talk, and even though you fucked up badly, you felt like you're the king of the jungle? This is the culmination of all the above reasons I mentioned: being courageous, letting the suppressed emotions come up, showing up as your authentic self, and overcoming your perfectionism to just say hi. All of these things makes us feel like we're living as our own true selves, instead of just acting like sheep and playing safe. Just writing the script of this video, I was throbbing with excitement. I personally identify as a grade A rebel and love doing the things that majority of the people are too chicken to do. But that requires a lot of courage. I'll leave you with this one quote which helped me a lot on this journey, and it still does. You can either live with people's judgment or die with their approval. Thanks for watching.